Well, thank you. I welcome the opportunity to talk to everyone about testimony in the Lord Jesus Christ and what He's done in my life. My name is Bill Visdos. I've actually been coming up to Slave Lake and Abundant Life Worship Center for, I think, going on 14 years. About a year and a half ago, I moved to Slave Lake, and I attend the 11 o'clock service on Sunday. So we'll just get into it. I was saved about 40 years ago. My head was in a bad space. I was living on my own. I had no water. I did have power, that's right. No water, no heat, actually, other than one little heater in the bedroom. I was in a bad space. I just finished university. But I was saved during that time and baptized, and so after that everything got better. And you know what I mean? You know, you're saved, you're baptized, the world is your oyster. Well, no, that's not what happened. I have spent my whole adult life suffering or trying to get over serious mental health issues, depression, frustration, anger, and anything else that goes along with that. It has affected my marriage, it has affected jobs, it has affected me, and it has affected my relationship with other people. So for about 35 years or so, that was me. Somewhere in there I got married. I had four beautiful daughters, 4 beautiful daughters, 5 grandkids, unfortunately divorced, but it was all me being frustrated. And I was a Christian the whole time. We went to church the whole time, and just couldn't seem to get it together. Couldn't get my Christian walk together. Couldn't become a follower of Jesus for some reason. And then about 5 or 6 years ago, I was living in Calgary, going to a very large church, and over the course of years I had been in a number of life groups. But the last one I was in lasted 4 years. It was 5 people. And the very first year, we spent 8 months developing our story. Now, why is that important? Because it showed what I was doing wrong. It showed where I was putting false emphasis on what's important in life. You know, riches and all that other stuff, and how to be happy and everything. My story told me that that's what I had done. I had excelled on making myself miserable as a Christian. I met a fellow once named Tony, and he had an acronym that I kept with me for years: serve or suffer. And then about 5 years ago, again during that course, I realized I had the serving down a little bit. I had the suffering I excelled at. And so through the course of life groups, and I hope this happens for you too, I began to take a different look at things. And I began to realize Christianity, following Jesus, doesn't come from up here. It comes from down here. And that has really made a difference in my life. Difference in priorities, all those types of things that I now see important. Which, by the way, relationships with people are the most important things outside of your relationship with God. And it took me a long time to realize that. During our marriage, we had a couple of verses that we really held on to, my wife and I. And mine was Micah chapter 6, verse 8, the second half. What does the Lord require of thee, but to do justly, love mercy, and walk humbly with my God? And that resonated with me no matter what. To walk humbly with my God. That is the type of fellowship that I wanted, and what I've been developing over the time. Also during that time, I felt it was really important to get my head right while I was doing this. And one of the ways I did it is a morning prayer. And it started off really simple. I love you, Lord Jesus, and I trust in you to take care of me. And I have to admit, it's the trust that went from here to here that was significant. And so I have been saying that prayer for years and years and years. I used to, on my way to work, I used to have a place I used to stop in my car overlooking a big park and say this prayer and made sure I did it every day. So I developed into those types of things that on a daily basis would help me not just be happier, but increase my well-being. And I found that the only way to do that is through a relationship, through fellowship with my Lord Jesus Christ. What I'm trying to say is, I went from a miserable, although a very good, I achieved its stuff. I was always trying to be good, but good isn't good enough. I needed a fellowship with God. And so now I have a little bit longer prayer I'd like to share with you. It starts off with the same as the old one. I love you, Lord Jesus, and I trust in you to take care of me. I anticipate the good things that are going to happen today, and I look forward to tomorrow. Today, I will love more and be happy first. I will love more for both myself and others. I tell myself numerous times. And in my growth, I think it's seeing good things happen in my life. I like to believe I'm helping my family with all their struggles as well. But it all starts with a fellowship with Jesus, and I am so happy to have that in my life.